Guys, WE Galaxy review. I'm not going to start with the whole unbox and this what comes in the box. I'm just going to get straight into it and show you the pistol itself straight out. First impression of this pistol is really nice. It's got your metal upper and standard fibre polymer lower, as you'd expect with a standard Glock lower from WE. The metal upper slide is a nice step up from the polymer one that you get supplied when you get the AAPO1 from Action Army. So the fact it's got that metal upper already on, then you don't have to buy that as an add-on part, is a really nice feature. A couple of other things externally that they've changed or kind of made to it is obviously the inclusion of your rails, top and bottom, front and rear sights, both adjustable. Front one is a fibre optic sight. You have your 14mm counterclockwise thread on there, so you can unscrew that off, mount on your silencer, suppressors, tracer units, wherever it is you're running or wherever it is you want to run on it. The trigger guard here has grooves and cut into it there, so for holding the pistol it's very nice. It's very comfortable, as opposed to the standard kind of round trigger guard, so you can run this comfortably for longer periods of time, and it is going to get really comfortable. They've added stippling in on the handguard or the pistol grip here, front, back and on the sides, which is very nice. It's a nice grip, and nice weight to it. Speaking of weight, it is a good bit heavier. It is 0.89 grams, which is just shy of 1 kg, or 1 kilogram, out of the box. So it is a fairly heavy, fairly weighty pistol. There's a lot to it. It comes applied with your magazine, which is standard WE Glock mag. I think it takes 22 rounds, I think, could be wrong. In the magazine itself, they have improved the gas routers on them, so there is a better gas router for efficiency, so you're not going to get as much kind of leaks or as much kind of hissing and the gas pissing out of the pistol as much as you would have done with previous WE Glocks in the past. Outside of that, the slide release or slide catch here on the back is exactly the same as what you expect with the APO1. So cocks back. It is an all metal setup on there, so it is quite sturdy, and there is a nice satisfying click off it there when you're charging or cocking it. To release, you've got the slide release catch here, as you would expect on any standard Glock lower. That will release that for you, and then obviously your trigger there. Mag release is exactly the same as what you would expect with a WE pistol. That's pretty much the externals on it there. Like I said, very impressed with the weight, very impressive, very impressed with the feel of it. But what we're going to do is we're going to head and have a look at a quick shooting test on semi-auto and do a chrono test, and we'll come back and go through the interiors. Now, just a quick chrono test here for you on this WE pistol. So you can see that I've got my chrono set for 0.25 gram babies. Pistol's ready to go and on semi-auto. So here we go. Guys, just here for the range test on the WE Galaxy. I have a target stuck here behind me. It's on the bus on the window here. I'm going to be down about, I'd say 30, maybe 40 feet down the pathway there, and we'll see how we go. I'm going to do some single shot semi-auto, and then we'll switch it up and do a bit of full auto then afterwards. So let's see how we get on. So we're just going to check the accuracy. I'm using 0.25 gram babies. It will hop higher than that, but we'll start off with 0.25 and see how we go to start with. I've done the shooting and the actually on single. Let's try that full out and see how we get on. That's basically on this pistol. We're being back in on blowback. Slide itself and blowback on it. I'm going to use 130 psi Swiss Arms green gas and see how many shots we can actually get out before the mag runs out of gas. So it's basically, I actually had to switch trigger finger. Jordan, I got to about 110, 115 shots off one fill of gas in a mag. So I mean that's pretty damn efficient. Well, good. Then we got the chrono and the quick shooting test out of the way there for you. I'm going to go through basically just stripping it down and adjusting the hop system on it. Now before I get into too much, the hop system on this will hop up to a 0.40 gram BB2 with no butter at all. So there is no need to be kind of stripping it and buying aftermarket parts to upgrade these. It comes out of the box ready to go. The one thing I like with the hop adjustment is, I'll get into that in a second, is the adjustment on it. But it will take, as per standard with a gas blower pistol, any kind of the, you can have aftermarket knobs, so whether you want to go like a Maple Leaf or you know your flamingo buckets and so forth, you can't put them in there. It is compatible with it, but like I said, it's not needed to straight out of the box. It is going to hop a 4, no problem to it at all. So basically a quick strip down on this one here. So obviously mag release, so take out your mag there. You've got a button located on the back here underneath the actual slide, so push the button in, it starts to split the lower from the upper. You've got this pin here on the very front, just push that through all the way. That will release and separate your slide from your lower receiver. So inside the slide itself is the basic workings of the pistol itself, so you get a better look there at your full auto and semi-auto switch there. This is your hop adjustment here, this flathead screwdriver connection here. So there is an actual click to it, so as you're adjusting it, it will click in increments as you're increasing or decreasing your amount of hop you wish to apply, which is a very nice adjustment as opposed to just the screw moving or not having that physical or kind of sound indication as to how much hop you're adjusting. So it is a very nice feature of them to have added that in and to put it in there, you know. There's very little in terms of moving parts to this, so would it be, even though it's blowback, it's as near to a non-blowback as you can possibly get. It's the reason it makes it so gas efficient as well, and so very quiet. This is very limited move to the pistol or to the slide altogether. Popping this back together is very straightforward. You're pretty much just going to undo the steps you did to take it apart. So sit the receiver back in, push through the pin, push back in your button on top, that locks back into place, and pop your magazine in there, which is all ready to go. Right, so we've covered all the bases. We've gone through internals, externals, shooting, chrono, conclusion time. I really like this pistol. It comes in price wise, it's 165 euros, or it's about in pounds, it's 140 pounds. Just check with your local supplier on that one. This one here in Ireland is 165 from Hobby Airsoft in Dublin. Is it worth 165 quid? Hell yes. It is a really nice pistol. It's nice weight, it's beefy, it feels great in the hand, it shoots well, performs well. It runs on TM and WE magazines, so if you have your 50 round magazines at home, or your extended mags, your drum mags, or if you've been a collector WE or just Glock based pistols in general, your mags are going to run this absolute feed, no issues whatsoever. So they have done a lot of work and upgrade notes, because I know there was issues previously before with trying to run TM mags in WE and so forth with feed lips and double feed and stuff like that. They've sorted that out with this one here, so it is a really nice pistol. Base inclusion of it is 165 quid. You cannot go wrong with this. Absolute fantastic shooter out of the box. You don't need to upgrade, you don't need to do what to it. Pick it up, gas it up, pop in your BBs and let rip.